Hey everybody, it's Mario. I'm going to talk to you today about ultra spill pallets, and that are the spill pallets for drums, 55-gallon drums and smaller. There's a lot of different choices, and so today I'm going to help you weed through and figure out exactly what it is that you need or what you want. So let's go. The original spill pallet, the standard, or back in the day, it was just called the Ultra Spill pallet because it's the only one we had. There's a 6,000 pound 4-drum model, a 3,000 pound 2-drum model. As you can see in the picture, it's bright safety yellow, so you can spot it from a mile away. It's 100% polyethylene construction, so it's got awesome chemical compatibility for acids and just about anything else. You can find our chemical compatibility guide on our website, spillcontainment.com. They have 66-gallon sump capacities. Both the 2-drum model and the 4-drum model have the same gallon capacities. And because of that 66 gallons, they both meet the SPCC, EPA, and Uniform Fire Code regulations. The economy model spill pallet uses the same molds as the pallet that we just saw. Not as bright, not as cheerful, not as yellow. It's black because it's made from regrind, but the regrind resin that we use allows us to offer this to you at a more economical price. Didn't want to say cheaper. It is available also in a 2-drum and 4-drum model. It does have the same sump capacities because it's the same dimensions. And again, with those sump capacities of 66 gallons, it will meet the SPCC, EPA, and Uniform Fire Code regulations. Has a removable grating, just like the other ones. It is forkliftable, just like the other ones. The difference is that with the regrind material that we use, it does not have the same weight capacities. They are not as high as the other ones. So comparing a 4-drum model, it's half the weight capacity. So with the other one, let's go back one slide. With this guy, the 4-drum model has a 6,000 pound capacity. With this guy, the economy model, the 4-drum model has a 3,000 pound capacity. So a 3,000 pound difference. So depending on what you have in your drums, if it's something that's very viscous and thick and heavy, then you might want to look at the standard model. If you just have something that doesn't weigh a whole lot, want to save a few dollars, then the economy model is probably the guy for you. Now, the Spill Pallet Plus model. This is the flagship, if you want to call it that, of our Spill Pallet line. They are going to be at the high end of the pricing spectrum. But it also offers some features and benefits that you don't get in any of our other pallets. There's a 1-drum model, as you can see at the bottom. There's a 2-drum model and a 3-drum model and a 4-drum model. So if you're looking for a 1-drum or a 3-drum, then this is the only particular model that we have that would provide a 1-drum or a 3-drum version. It also offers a superior weight capacity that will exceed any of our other spill pallets. So again, depending on what you're storing on your spill pallet, what you need spill containment for, then this could be what you're looking for. They are forkliftable. They do have all polyethylene construction, just like the other spill pallets. Another advantage of this one over the other spill pallets is the low 8 3/4 inch profile, and that just makes it easier for handling. Puts your drum tops at a lower level, and so if you're dispensing and you're concerned about any kind of chemicals or anything splashing out of the funnel and into somebody's eyes, then this will lessen that. The exception to the 8 3/4 inch profile is that bottom spill pallet. The one drum model is just under 12 inches. So um, it's not quite as low as the others, but we needed to make it a little bit higher in order to get that sump capacity, get that gallon capacity. All of these pallets, 1 drum, 2 drum, 3 drum, and 4 drum, do meet all of the regulations, SPCC, EPA, and Uniform Fire Code. The nestable model, as you might imagine, is nestable. And that's just an advantage, as you can probably figure out from a floor space perspective. If your factory or your plant, wherever you might be using these things, space is a premium, and you have times when you're not using the pallets and you're just going to store them. You can see from the top picture, there's 5 pallets there. It takes up a whole lot less floor space than if you had 5 of the regular pallets and you just had them stacked or staged somewhere else. This is only a 4 drum model. There's no 2 drum model for the nestable version. Something to consider. Also, this particular 4 drum pallet is only forkliftable from 2 sides. All of our other 4 drum pallets are forkliftable from 4 sides, so that's something to consider as well. The Ultra Spill King offers some cool features that none of our other pallets have. As you can see from that top picture, we've combined a material handling pallet with a spill pallet, so you get the best of both worlds. You can move just the drums like it's being done in that picture. You don't have to take the whole sump and everything else with you. You can move that to another sump that you might have staged elsewhere in the factory or the plant. And also, the weight capacity on this allows for stacking. Also, the drum pallet portion, the gray spill pallet, has recessed drum rings to kind of keep your drums in place, and also allows for stacking the way you see in that bottom picture. So you can have 8 drums staged and stacked with the same amount of floor space that 4 drums would. And depending on the potential local regulations, you should still be in compliance. This has an 85-gallon sump, so it is a little bit larger than our others, but of course would still meet all of the regulations. So back to the original question, what's the right pallet for me? And as you can see, there's a lot of different features and benefits on all of our spill pallets. All of them have certain advantages. So let's take a look at what's in common first. And all of the pallets that we just went through have the same chemical compatibility because they're all made of polyethylene. Again, you can see that guide on our website at spillcontainment.com. And I think you'll find that pretty much polyethylene is going to be an excellent material for your use as far as compatibility, but double check that guide. We design all of our spill pallets to have enough gallon capacity to meet the regulations. So all the pallets that we just reviewed will meet, again, the EPA, the SPCC, and the Uniform Fire Code regulations. All of them are forkliftable. Some of them from 4 sides, some of them from 2 sides, but they all are forkliftable. So all those things the pallets have in common. So you can eliminate that from your figuring as far as which is going to be the best pallet. So the next question is what's important. And as we saw, there's different weight capacities for different pallets. So depending on what you're putting on your pallet or what you might put on your pallet, you need to consider what's going to be the maximum weight that I would ever put on this pallet. And while you might want to go with an economy model and save some money, take the more economical route, if you're going to have something that's going to exceed that weight capacity, then and in the future, then take a look at the Spill Pallet Plus or maybe the standard model. Height. A lot of them are similar, but again, the Spill Pallet Plus is under 9 inches. So from a material handling or from a handling standpoint, moving drums can be challenging. And the lower your spill pallet is, the easier it can be. So that's another consideration. Floor space, the Spill King, the Nestable Spill Pallet have those stackable options so that you can get more spill pallets or more drums into less floor space. And finally, if you want to have a ramp, we do have loading ramp options to help you get drums on and off the spill pallets. But for example, if you want a 2-drum spill pallet that has a ramp, you have just one option, and that's the Spill Pallet Plus. The other 2-drum spill pallets that we have are just too tall, almost 17 inches, to make an effective ramp and one that's cost effective. So if that's going to be something that you're looking at, then it could eliminate some of your spill pallet options. Finally, to make things a little more challenging as far as choosing the right spill pallet, and I saved this slide for last because it doesn't quite fit the mold of the others, the spill pallet, the new flexible model. As you can see, it's even from the pictures, you can quickly tell there are some differences. Number one, they're not forkliftable. Number two, the beauty of this product is the flexible sump, and you can see from the bottom picture that this spill pallet will disassemble into its components and into a much smaller package. You can see what the 2-drum spill pallet starts at, and what the finished product is once you put it together. So from a shipping standpoint, this spill pallet will win hands down. It's going to be the least expensive to ship. Some of the pallets are UPSable once they're disassembled, as compared to all of the other spill pallets that we looked at. They all have to be shipped common carrier. Another consideration for when you're choosing a spill pallet. Again, something to consider with this spill pallet, both the 2-drum and a 4-drum model. Both of those are available. They're not forkliftable. So if that's going to be a requirement, then you can eliminate this one from your choices. It is a low-cost spill pallet, so from a cost standpoint, it's going to have an advantage over some of the others. And then a final thing to consider with this is the chemical compatibility. As you can see from the second bullet, it is 24 mil PVC. It's not polyethylene like the other ones. You'll find that PVC has very similar compatibility to polyethylene, but it's not exactly the same. Just want you guys to be aware of that. Make sure you check those guides. Call us or contact us if you have any questions about compatibility or anything else. Again, you can find those guides at spillcontainment.com. You can send an email to info@spillcontainment.com. I will actually get that email and either respond or get it out to our technical team for them to respond if it's something that I don't know about. Lastly, give us a call if you want to pick up the phone. Phone number is 800-353-1611. For our international customers, it's 904-292-1611. Thanks, everybody. I hope this was helpful to you, and good luck in your spill pallet hunting.